Scott, I've spoken to you after a couple of good performances by you, but not good results for the team, and you've come off a bit disappointed, even though you've had a good game. But Saturday, you must be exactly what you wanted. A great save at a crucial time, and it got you the result.
Yeah, like I say, I've made saves before where they haven't really counted for anything, but it was nice to make a save and keep a clean sheet. But more importantly, we got the 3 points and we took it and we're taking the fight for the top 3 into the last game of the season.
Yeah. From my point of view, it looked like a great reaction, really good save, and obviously it was an important time. Did you put it down there as one of your best?
Yeah, I think in terms of importance and everything, it was a really good save. I mean, I couldn't see it, so I had to take a step to the right to try and get a sight of it. Then it went through Hector's leg and bounced up, so I was pleased to get a little touch on it. But the lads defended brilliantly, and I think that was my only save of the game that I had to make. Yeah,
you got the early goal, and Exeter had to win really to get in the playoffs. So were you quite surprised by how quiet you were for most of the game?
Yeah, I think they had a few chances, but Curitan missed the target a couple of times and Lawson flashed a couple wide. But I thought, especially the second half, we were always comfortable, and you're always going to come under pressure the last 10 minutes when you're 1-0 up. But I thought it was a very professional job and job well done.
Yeah, beating Gillingham at home, one of the best away record in the division. Exeter away, I know their home form hasn't been brilliant, but up there near the playoffs. 2 really good results. And it looks like you could be finishing the season in the right sort of form.
Our home form's been I think we beat Chesterfield 1-0, Northampton 1-0, Gillingham 1-0, and then obviously Exeter 1-0. So the 4 out of the last 5 games we've been really solid and really difficult to beat, particularly at home, and hopefully we can carry that on through to Saturday.
Yeah, I know you're a modest man, but everyone I've asked about Player of the Year this season has said it's between you and Stevie Elliott. You both played 45 out of 45 games, and from your point of view, looking forward to the outfield players, he's been absolute model of consistency, hasn't he?
I voted for him for player of the season. I think he's been brilliant. He's leader on and off the field, and he's a great lad. And like I say, I voted for him, and if he wins it, he deserves it, so fair play to him.
Yeah, if he wins it, you'll say well done. But if you win the fans award, how much would that mean to you? If you I mean,
I'm not going to say really, because like I say, my vote went for Stevie, and I think he deserves it. So I say I went for Stevie. I think he's been absolutely brilliant this season. Leader on and off the field, and he's led by example in the back 4. And all the lads look up to him. He's a perfect pro. He never wants to train all the time and things like that. He's just someone that all the lads look up to, and that's why my vote went for him.
Yeah, I'm not going to keep trying to get you to say good things about yourself, but is it fair to say it's been your best season for Cheltenham?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely, it's been my best season. Difficult to, I think the back 4's helped a lot. We've had a solid back 4. We've been consistent all season, like I said, with Stevie and Bill and Sid and Lowen, Benno and people like that. I think there's been six players in the back 4, so that shows how consistent we've been all season. And hopefully we can. It'd be nice to finish top of the clean sheet league. We're level with Gillingham on 18 in the league at the minute, and like I say, it'd be nice to finish on top of that, and that's what we're looking to do Saturday. But I'd take 3 points over that.
That leads me on to my next question, really, because at the start of last season I remember asking you what your clean sheet target was, and you were looking for 15-20. This season you didn't really want to say, but now you want 20 now, don't you? You want away from what you wanted. So.
I wanted 20, but I still look back at last minute goals, Torquay, Southend, Bristol Rovers, and you think, well, yeah, maybe, but then if you do that you can go through every goal you've let in this season. But we are where we are, and like I say, I'd love to get 20.
Yeah, the manager said he doesn't have any interest in what's going on at Rotherham until your game's over. Do you think you'll be conscious of what's, because the crowd, news travels very quickly these days, doesn't it? So.
Yeah, especially first half. If we're going up the hill, I'm sure they'll get told if the Aldershot goal goes in or whatever. But like I say, it doesn't matter what they do unless we win our game. So like I say, it'd be interesting if they're losing and we're drawing the last 10 minutes. It'd be interesting way to go about it. But like I say, the main thing is we've got to do our job first, and then hopefully Aldershot can do us a favour. But it's going to be difficult because Rotherham are a good team, good budget, good manager, and I think there'd be more. The pressure's more on them to go up, if you know what I mean, because of how much they've invested and things like that, and the players they've got there, they expect League One football, and I'm sure the chairman would be very disappointed if they didn't get it.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. There's an ex-Robin in each camp, isn't there? Because Kay, Rotherham and Jeff Goulding for Aldershot. Has anyone been in touch with Jeff this week?
I've had a few texts with Jeff, but it's difficult because. It is difficult, because obviously they've had a new manager and things like that, and he wasn't the one that signed Jeff, so it's been difficult for him down there. But he's gone there and he's tried his hardest and things like that. So hopefully he can get on and do us a favour.
Yeah, there's no real pressure on Aldershot. They need a miracle to stay up.
Yeah, I think they're resigning themselves to going down. But stranger things happen in football other than Aldershot going to to Rotherham and winning.
Yep.
I think it'll either be 3 or 4-0 to Rotherham, or Rotherham will get beat 3 or 4-0, because that's what their record at home has been like. They've been a bit inconsistent, and Aldershot are more than capable of going there and getting something, but it's going to be very difficult for them. But like I say, we've just got to do our job, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, when you first started playing regularly for Cheltenham, you were always battling against relegation, weren't you? First from League One, and then a couple of seasons League Two. What's it like now going into a game like this? How does it differ, in terms of the nerves, that sort of thing? Is it simple?
It's no pressure in a way, because at the there is obviously pressure, but it's great feeling, because you know that things are going well for the team and for the club, and instead of playing in rubbish relegation games over Easter Monday at Lincoln and things like that, they're not the games you want to play, and you want to play in these games, and that's what we're all looking forward to doing. Yeah,
and you've been in the playoffs before, and you've had it sealed up with a couple of games to go, and you've also, you've been in teams that have been trying to stay up, and it's never really gone down to the last day, has it? There's never been anything at stake since you've been playing on the last day of the season.
No, not really. Like I say, last year we were already in the playoffs. A couple of years ago we were already stayed up, and the season before we were just mid-table sort of things. Like I say, it's nice that we were already in the playoffs, but we don't want the playoffs. We want the top 3, but we need to go into the playoffs with good form if that's the way it's meant to be.
Yeah, you haven't won 3 in a row. You've won 3 in a row, including the 8 game, but in the league to finish with 3 in a row would be because Crewe finished the season so strongly last year, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, let's say I think Bradford and ourselves are probably the 2 form teams in the playoffs at the moment. So we need to see what they're about, and I'm sure they'll be looking at us to see what they're about, because we never know. We could be 3 games in a week against them, so it'd be good to see what they're all about. But they won't enjoy coming down to our place, and yeah.
I was going to give a mention in a minute.
Yeah, it'd be difficult. So let's say 3 points is the main thing. We just got to do our job.
Yeah, has your foot gone back to completely normal size now?
I had a wedged. I had a little jab in it on Tuesday to settle it down again. It's still a little bit sore, but like I say, just keep going, and hopefully it could be the last game Saturday.
Yeah. Last question. Bookie had a couple of 46s, and Higgsy did as well. It's a good achievement, isn't it? So even though people say goalkeepers less likely to get injured, you've been available for every game pretty much since you've been at Cheltenham.
I think this is my 3rd out of 4 seasons it's been ever present, so it's something that I'm really proud of. But I've got to thank Wes and Bookie and the managers that have picked me and things like that. So it's something I'm really proud of, and it's one you can look back on the career. But let's say it's a lot of luck and things like that. Like if that injury had happened on a Friday, I wouldn't have been able to play. Me and Steve have just been chatting about it and things like that. You need a lot of luck, and you need looking after from everyone as well.
Yeah, and if you're ever present next year, you're going to overtake Birdie's record, don't you?
I've not even thought about that, to be honest. One game at a time.
Yeah. Cheers, Brownie.
Cheers, John.